Almighty God, draw our hearts to you. Guide our minds, fill our imagination, control our will so that we may stay close to you. Use us as you will, always to your glory and the welfare of your people. Through our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Amen. You may be seated.
Fellow classmates, friends, parents, relatives, teachers, and alumni. I'd like to thank you all for coming here today. Not my classmates and me make this day seem more special. I find it hard to believe that today I'm graduating and I'm standing here talking to you as one of the honor students. It seemed like it was just yesterday when we were starting school. Where have all the years gone? And I'm going to use this place next year. But as they say, I'll be moving on to bigger and better things. I'll always remember all the crazy things we've done together, including the many things we did this past week. I'm quite honored to be named as an honor student, but really, there are many more kids in this class who deserve this butt just as much as I have. I'd like to thank my teachers and my parents for challenging me all these years. I wouldn't be here without all your support and dedication. As most of you know already, science projects have been my main love of extracurricular activities. While others were out for basketball, football, etc., I was diligently working on my project. It wasn't because I had to either, it was because I wanted to. Just the same as someone wants to play basketball. I love science and math, and whenever you love something, you usually work with it. A lot of people thought I was a math student project, but that's where they were all wrong. Their thinking was probably something like, why? There's nothing you get out of it except extra work. I've learned more from my projects and my experience with them than from all my years of school added together. Not to mention all the friends and people I've met along the way. These science projects have helped me grow in many ways. When I was a 7th grader, I was required to do a project for my science class. At that time, I didn't know about doing a project. I had no idea. But I gave it my best shot. That year, I won a blue ribbon at our local fair and won an honorable mention at our district science fair. These two awards helped motivate me for the next 5 years to come. I began to set little mini goals and tried to tackle them one by one, just like as a ladder. The next year I worked a little harder and longer on my project. My efforts paid off because not only did I win a blue ribbon at my local, district, and state science fairs, but my project was chosen as the best student in my biological project in the state. The next year, my freshman year, I set my goal a little higher than the year before. I entered my project in the senior division, while most freshmen entered theirs in the junior division. Well, I made it to the state science fair all right, but I didn't win any awards. That didn't discourage me too much, though. My sophomore year, I continued with the same project and perfected it a little bit more. I went to the state science fair again. This time, I was chosen as the first alternate to attend the International Science and Engineering Fair in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, besides being picked as the best chemistry project in the state. My junior year, I set my goal a little higher again. I wanted to be chosen to attend the International Science Fair and not be just an alternate. I started a totally different project and worked many months on it. I made it to the state science fair again. This time I was chosen as a delegate. The International Fair was held in 2010. To top it all off, my project was picked as the sweepstakes winner, which is the best overall project in the state. I went to the ICF and had a great time, but didn't win any awards. My senior year was my last chance to do a project. I really set my goal big this past year. I wanted to come home with just one little award. Well, I went to the ICF in Albuquerque this past May, but I didn't win anything. I'd fallen short of my goal of just a year, Why I told her all this wasn't to give an account of my experiences and achievements, but to use this as an example to my classmates and underclassmates. I fell short of my goal, and of course I was disappointed, but I didn't let disappointment overtake my other feelings. I thought back over all the things that I did accomplish. I thank God for allowing me to be as successful as I was. We've got to go out into the world now. We've got to set our own goals too. I like to say, just don't set your goals so high that you'll never achieve them or be satisfied with yourself for what you do accomplish. Be happy with yourself and proud of the accomplishments that you do deserve and do achieve. If you do reach a big goal, more power to you. But if you fall short of it, be happy with yourself for the step on the ladder you did reach. 3 steps up the ladder are better than standing holding the ladder. I know that each of my classmates hold much potential, so please don't be the person who holds ladders. Be the person who does the climbing. To believe in yourself and what you can do is to take the first step on the ladder to success. This thing says a lot to all of us. I'd like to close with a poem called Do Your Best by Florence Kova. Take a little courage and a lot of self-control and some given determination if you want to reach a goal. Take a deal of striving and a firm and stern-set chin, no matter what the battle, if you're really out to win. There is a will in life to guide you. As you see prosperity, never put your wishbone where your backbone ought to be. Thank you.
lot to us. And first we'd like to give $100 to Rocky and Darren to benefit their trip to Europe that they're taking this international music school. Next, I'd like to ask Mr. Burak to come forward and accept the mic that our class has purchased to give to the school as a class memorial. Next, there's 3 people that have meant a lot to our class. They really helped us out a lot. That's Ms. Dibb, the class advisor, Mr. Ingberg, the class advisor, and Mr. Stinek, the big friend of our class. We got each of these guys silver pens that among us. And they have something different engraved on each of them. And Ms. Dibb says, with our deepest respect and adoration, Mr. Ingrid says, to a great friend and educator, and Mr. Stinek is to show our respect and appreciation. And last of all, I guess we got something for a person that does a lot for the school and for our class. His name is Ernie. We got her a plaque that says, "You have always been here for us in your thoughtful ways. You have been more than by helping us and showing us care. By opening up your heart to us, we have been grateful. Words cannot express to you how much we appreciate everything you have done." The class of 1983, May 29th.
I'd like to say thank you to the senior class of 1983. I think this class is just a little bit more special than those that have gone out of here years before. There's a lot of losers and winners in this class. They have been competing with some of the nation's best. And I know as they leave here today, they will keep on competing and bring us, and we will be proud of them as we are today. I've worked with them side by side for more than 4 years, and I've gotten to know them really well. And I just marveled at how kind they have been to me. Out of this class, I had volunteers come in the office, and they know I'm here, they say, "Can we help you today?" And I think that's great, and I've got a lot to say for young people. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to honor those students in our class who have achieved the highest academic honors. And if they come forward, please, I have trophies for them. They are Constance Marie Huglin, Christine Marie Huglin, and Margaret Young.
Friends, graduation. Some choose to look back on the last 12 years, but others, such as me, I choose to look ahead to the future to come. Decisions, they're a really important part of growing up. When we were first born, everything was planned out for us. What we did, where we went, what we wore. As we began to grow up, on, we were given the responsibility to make some of those decisions for ourselves. During our grade school years, most everything was still planned for us. As we entered junior high, we began to gain more freedom for ourselves. We were able to start picking the classes we wanted to take. Eventually, we were given the opportunity to have the power and go out. Finally, in high school, now today, we are able to decide just about everything for ourselves. Graduation to me is a time when we're on the own now for the rest of our life. Today, as we graduate, these decisions no longer belong to our teachers and parents, but to us. Along with this right to make these decisions comes another big word, responsibility. This is the ability to stick by the decisions that we make. If we take these decisions and show our responsibility for them, we will gain the trust and bond with others. The more responsible we become, the more on our own we will be. Likewise, the more on our own we are, the more responsible we will have to be. Now everything is in our hands, not in our parents nor our teachers. We must take what we have learned our first 18 years and apply it to our lives. This does not mean forget those who have taught us, but to use what they have taught us and use it to the best of our ability and show them that we really appreciate it. Our future is totally ours, and we will get out of it only what we put into it. There isn't much we cannot do if we apply ourselves and work hard at it. I'm sure everyone will experience some kind of failure in the future, but that cannot be looked as a stumbling block for the days to come. We will never forget all of life's disappointments. We can't let them haunt the rest of our lives. We all entered our first year of school knowing nothing, not what to expect or anything. We didn't know anything about life. We didn't know people. Today is a much different story. We have gained great knowledge and we've met a lot of people. But again today, we'll start a new life, just like we did in grade school. That's why I consider today the beginning instead of the end. As we leave here today and shoot for our life's many goals, we will constantly continue our learning. Usually, we set our goals, we shoot for them, we reach them, and we find out it's not as good as it was, and we shoot for something else. We'll always be going through our life, struggling to please ourselves. The higher we climb in life, the broader our view on things. The more goals we set and reach, the more we learn, the more broader our lives will be. We'll expand our mind and grow to learn. You don't have to be in school to learn. That old cliche that says, live each day at a time, don't worry about tomorrow. I believe you should live each day at a time, but I can't help to look ahead tomorrow and look at the bright and promising future. Thank you.
relatives, faculty, and friends. I want to welcome you to my graduation exercise today in Maddock High School. I want to give a special thank you, first of all, to my parents for all the support you've given me these last years as well as to Christy. Let me make my own decisions even if you know they're bad. Let both of us learn from our mistakes, but you also make sure we know when we've done something great. I love you both very, very much and respect you too, because I couldn't ask for any parents better than you.
So too.
I told them to talk about success with you today. What exactly is success? I'm sure all of you have your own definition of the word, but I want to focus on what it means to me. Success in life is relative. It means making the most of the ability, personality, and pursuits we have. We must never measure success against others, but against our own potentiality. Just because someone else has done better than us doesn't mean we should give up. It should give us more ambition to try harder, to accept ourselves just the way we are, and not try to be someone we are not. If we did this, we would only be living in a fantasy and be hiding from what true reality really is. If you sincerely try to do the best you can and achieve the feeling that you are doing the best that you are capable of, you have attained as much success as any person can obtain. We were born to succeed, not to fail. But we must also remember that nothing great is ever achieved without enthusiasm. No one has success until he has the abounding life. This is made up of the manifold activities of energy, enthusiasm, and happiness. It is to spring, to meet the day with the thrill of being alive. If we work hard to use the talents we have, we won't have time to think we need more, because we will be perfecting the ones we have, even though they may be limited in few. I am not afraid to fail, because I feel that I must fail first in some way in order to find true success. Success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life, but rather by the obstacles which he has overcome while trying to succeed. This is where goals come in. We must establish a large goal and then little ones that will help us bring us one step closer to our big goal. In climbing the ladder of success, we often run into many broken steps, from which we can climb until we repair each of these broken steps by overcoming the obstacles that keep us from moving up. The biggest obstacle I feel that will keep any of us from finding success is fear in finding ourselves. Fear is a valuable teacher because it can and probably will teach us many lessons in failing. If we are scared to fail, we will. But if we must fail, we must pick up the pieces of confidence in ourselves and move on. Our experiences are going to teach us as well as lead us up the ladder of success, whether we won or lost on the way. We cannot think only of ourselves in trying to find success. Because many times, people's hurts will cause great pain to those who love us just to get what they think they want. I feel the measure of a day's success or failure may be told in terms of human happiness and not in terms of the amount of money you make on that day. Life becomes tragic to the man who has plenty to live on but little to live for. I have a poem entitled Success by Edgar A. Guss, which I want to dedicate to my father. Success. How do you tackle your work each day? Are you scared of the job you find? Do you grapple the task that comes your way with a confident, easy mind? Do you stand right up to the work ahead, or fearfully have to do it? Do you start to toil with a sense of dread, or feel that you're going to do it? You can do as much as you think you can, but you'll never accomplish more. If you're afraid of yourself, young man, there's little for you in store. For failure comes from the inside first. It's there if you only knew it. And you can win until you face the worst if you feel that you're going to do it. Success is found in the soul of you and not in the realm of luck. The world will furnish the work to do. You provide the luck. You can do whatever you think you can, all in the way you view it. All of the stars make you, man. You must feel that you're class of 1983, it is our hands that must each take grasp of the key and unlock the doors to success and happiness, because no one else can open that doors but you. Thank you.
To the graduating class of 1983, please rise. Madam President, these students have met the requirements of the State Department of Public Instruction and the requirements of the Maddock School Board and are hereby entitled to their diploma. Rochelle Faye Anderson. Robert Dean Ubach. Robert John Buckmeyer. Timmy B. Christensen. Mark Wade Ellington. Holly Marie Erickson. Marie Denise Hansen. Kevin Lee Harwood. Christy Ann Pelleru. Christine Marie Hugo. Constance Marie Hugo. Tana Marie Lanson. Scott Kevin Liska. William Joseph Maddock. Sheila Beth Mosier. Kate Irene Nelson. Michelle Yvonne Nelson. Darren Frederick Nielsen. Larry M. Olson. Bradley Dean Reed. Darla Jean Rizovich. Douglas James Schmidt. Keith Allen Smith. Todd Allen Smith. Baron L. Stemson. Robert Joel Tweed. James Michael Warner. Brian Allen Wentz. Next on the program would be representative that's going to present the Julie Dern Award and Scholarship and also the OB Note Scholarship. Please come up here.
Each year, the Benson County Credit Union presents a scholarship to a graduating senior from Benson County. This scholarship is given in memory of one of our former managers, Mr. O.B. Noe. This year we had, I believe it was 8 applications. The board of directors and myself don't feel that we can judge these applications ourselves because we know all the kids too well. So I took all the applications along with me to a meeting in Bismarck, where I got a group of various credit union managers from around the state to go over them and pick the winner. And the winner of this year's scholarship award is Mark Ellingson.
Likewise, we didn't feel qualified to judge the 8 applications we had either. So when Janet was home about 3 weeks ago, we sent them along to Halliday, and the teachers in Halliday actually picked it. They also picked it.
Remain seated for the benediction. The God of peace, who through our brother Jesus revealed his love and friendship for all people, make you perfect in every good work to do his will, working in you that which is well-pleasing in his sight, through Jesus Christ, to whom be glory forever and ever. Amen.